How's it going on, Charlie?
I'm Jean.
Thanks for tuning in to Multicasking. You want a young elk, Jean? No, you want an old elk.
I don't know what I want.
Old
Give
elk
me some goodness.
Today.
I want some goodness in my mouth.
Yeah, you do. It's called whiskey.
Put it in here.
It's called whiskey, isn't it? Some 5-year-old, 51% corn, 34% rye. The rest is malted barley. I'm gonna say that's good. Cognac Cask Finish, aged for 10 months. And the Cognac Cask.
It's 5 years old, right?
5 years old. It's finished for 10 months in the Cognac Cask, and then it's transferred into secondary finish to 72-gallon Limousin casks.
Limousin.
Limousin.
Something or another somewhere around here.
Limousin rye. Yeah, we do. So here's Mom and plain real quick. What are we doing here, Cognac Cask people, Old Elk people? Where you're handwriting as tiny as you can that this is a 54.85% ABV, 109.7 proof, but I appreciate that this is a 750 milliliter bottle.
Yeah.
Way to not conform to the 700 milliliter thing that's going on right now. Jean Marie, what you getting on the nose?
This is a different type of nose. When I nose whiskey and I think of whiskey, this is not one of those things that I'm smelling. I'm not smelling whiskey.
Green grass, hay, straw, kind of the same thing.
Here's what I got. I got a ripe cantaloupe, and I just cut it. It's overly ripe. I'm cutting the cantaloupe. I'm digging out the seeds, and I'm thinking, is this safe to eat?
Here's my question for you, Jean. You have to dig out seeds to eat cantaloupe?
Yeah, there's seeds in cantaloupe.
Oh, I've never eaten a cantaloupe. Someone's handed me a cut up piece of cantaloupe, and I'm like, oh, there's no reason for me to ever have this again in my entire life. Thank you for letting me try this one.
I don't like cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe sucks.
Something is wrong with you.
Nope, cantaloupe sucks. If you're gonna have a melon, have pineapple.
Patty, what did you do to the guy? Come on, cantaloupe.
Patty?
Yeah.
Patty who? Patty Hearst?
Your mama.
You know who Patty Hearst is.
I'm talking about your mama.
Bank robber.
So then after I cut up this cantaloupe that I'm questioning, there is, what's happening?
I got the mash bill right.
Okay.
51 corn, 34 malted, but I got it wrong. 34% malted barley, 15% rye. That explains all the malted barley notes I'm getting.
Are ya? I got now those, so I got a big bunch of green onions, chopping up the green onions.
Okay. Green onions, I'll give you that.
I put it on top of my extra ripe cantaloupe, because I don't know why you wouldn't. And
now I'm not eating cantaloupe, you got green onions on it.
I got green onions on my cantaloupe.
I'm a green onion fan.
And
I'm going in.
Maybe some grapefruit. This is a very unique and interesting nose. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is it interesting?
I'm probably not all I'm gonna say. I'll probably say other things.
Too many peppers.
What? I want peppers.
Green onions everywhere. Green onion predominant. Vidalia onion. Transitioning now into a wheat bread.
Huh.
Got some nice caramel, some nice brown sugar notes there as it transitions into the mid palate. Salivating a little bit, 54% showing through. Short finish, the mid palate, it really shines in the mid palate for me.
I like the peppers. I like the peppers. The rest, this is if you're looking for a unique whiskey, I would classify this as one of those unique kind of whiskeys. It's gonna take you on a turn. I got like, so I have a friend, Megan, and she has this compost type of thing where she puts all of her you know, like cantaloupe rinds or whatever, and it all goes into this compost, and she sprinkles it on in her garden.
What's up, Megan?
This reminds me of you, Megan. I am smelling. Woo! That almost would have been bad.
Almost expensive right there.
Yeah.
If you really want a water dropper, go down in our video description below, and you too can have a crystal water dropper.
Yes. Don't drop it.
dropper.
But I'm smelling that compost, that those all of the things that are combined together, you know, in the.
When someone to me says compost, I'm thinking newspaper and worms.
Maybe I'm using the wrong word.
Well, our neighbor next door does a compost, and they line up the bottom with newspaper and put worms in there to eat everything.
Well, that's not what I'm smelling at all. No, I'm smelling like I don't know, just
a bin full of thrown away cantaloupe rinds.
So I used to work at my other friend works at she used to bring her produce up, and we would sell it really early in the morning.
What's her name?
Wendy.
Shout out, Wendy. What up?
Wendy would bring her produce up, and I am smelling at the end of the day like there would be some cantaloupes or whatever that we found that were bruised, and we put it in or some peaches with all of the overripe stuff that we didn't want to sell, and that's what I'm smelling.
So a bunch of fruit you didn't sell into a hot car that you just got into and you're prepared to turn the engine on. Is what I got out of your story.
You smell it. Tell me what you smell.
With water, this is mellowing out a ton.
I'm not saying it's bad, by the way.
You're saying it's unique.
It's a unique
smell.
smell.
You're describing that unique smell.
Right.
Yeah, who cares? Yeah, you're good. You're good. Perfect descriptor for you.
Anywho. Water did bring out some powdered sugar on top of it.
What?
So yeah, now it's just sprinkled with a bunch of powdered sugar.
Now we want to know, Jean, did you ever sell powdered sugar? And what friend do you have that you can talk about powdered sugar?
I wish I had. I do. I have a friend I'm going to shout out with powdered sugar.
Yes.
Julie makes this.
What up, Julie?
I think she called it dog chow. It was like a
puppy chow.
Puppy chow. Yes, it was a Chex Mix with with chocolate and powdered sugar. I'm shouting all my friends out. That's it. I have no more friends.
You should get some bodies. You have no bodies.
But I get powdered sugar now.
I had a mellowed the nose out when I first put water in. Now that's been sitting for a while. It's back to its normal. Yeah.
I like it better with water. My peppers are still there. It has softened up all of those overripe fruits. I'm getting like a funnel cake now. Yeah, like it better with water.
I think the cognac cask really shows up here in the mid palate. Gina and I just recently had cognac when we went to Finland in the airport, which is where you get the best cognac. I think that it shows up nicely in the mid palate. I think it lacks in the opening and in the finish. Probably should have done 85. I gave it an 86 though.
I also gave it an 86.
Okay.
You have the price tag over there. I think it was $100. Was it $100?
It was $100, and not a chance in hell is this worth $100.
I think it is overpriced. I do.
So here's my question: since this is not an import, why is it $100? How much were these cognac casks? Why did they need to crank up the price this much to incorporate that into the cost?
But if you're looking for a very unique whiskey, well, I'll tell you.
I don't know if I'd call this very unique. And my question is, did they make it, or is this like an MGP thing? Straight bourbon, Kentucky, straight bourbon whiskey finished in cognac barrels. The master distiller has signed it there for us. And I cannot tell with their yellow writing on yellow backing what all this says. I like Old Elk. Their 4 grain is freaking amazing.
Yeah, I do like their line.
I heard good things about the cigar blend. We should try that sometime.
Yeah, I think we have that. I picked that up at the same time.
Well, good. We can try that then.
Yep, that's it.
Anything else to add, Jean?
Nothing else to
Charlie.
add. And I'm Jean, and I hope you are just as thirsty as we are.